Hello student, welcome to our civics class. In last video, we complete some points of first lesson, Introduction to our Constitution. The name of our first lesson of civics, Introduction to our Constitution. From last video we complete some points. Let's revise a few things, meaning of Constitution and provisions in the Constitution. What is meant by Constitution? A book in which all the provisions regarding the administration of a country are mentioned together in a systematic way is called Constitution. Constitution means a book. The book in which all the provisions regarding the administration of a country are mentioned together in a systematic way is called Constitution. Now here next point is, let us start the next point, necessity of a constitution.
Necessity of a constitution. There are several advantages of governing a country with the help of rules or provisions included in a constitution. Government has to function within a set of rules. This reduces the possibility of the misuse of the power and authority they have been given. A constitution includes the rights and freedoms of the citizens. Government cannot take away these rights. Therefore, people's rights and freedoms are safeguarded.
Necessity of a constitution. There are several advantages of governing a country with the help of rules or provision, including the constitution. Government has to function within a set of rules. This reduces the possibility of the misuse of the power and authority they have been given. A constitution includes the rights and freedoms of citizens. In constitution include the rights and freedom of citizens. Government cannot take away these rights. Therefore, people's rights and freedoms are safeguarded. Then third point is,
running a country as per the provisions of the Constitution is the same as establishing the rule of law. Then there is no scope for the misuse of power or high-handed administration. If a country is run as per the Constitution, the faith that the common people have in the government increases. They then become keen on participating in the activities of the government. Democracy is strengthened due to the increased participation of the people. Constitution presents some political ideals before the country. The nation is also bound to act in that direction. It creates an atmosphere conducive to attain world peace and security and preservation of human rights. Since the Constitution also includes the list of citizens' duties, it fixes the responsibility of the citizens as well.
Constitution presents some political ideals before the country. The nation is also bound to act in that direction. It creates an atmosphere conducive to attain world peace and security and preservation of human rights. Since the Constitution also includes the list of citizens' duties, it fixes the responsibility of citizen as well. What is administration?
What is administration? What is included in the administration of a country? Government has to make laws relating to several subjects, such as defending the boundaries, protecting the people from external aggression, eradication of poverty, creating employment, education and health services, encouragement to commerce and industries, protection of the weaker sections, making policies for the progress of women, children and the tribal people, etc. Government has to bring about desirable changes in the society by implementing laws. In short, governments in modern time have to take decisions related to different issues, right from space research to public cleanliness. This is governance or administration. Having understood the meaning of
what is administration? In short, governments in modern times have to take decisions related to different issues, right from space research to public cleanliness. This is governance or administration.
Of Constitution and governance, we shall now see how the Indian Constitution was made. Background to the making of the Constitution. The process of the making of the Indian Constitution started in 1946. The leaders of the freedom movement insisted that independent India will be governed not by the laws made by the British, but the laws made by Indians themselves. A committee was established to prepare the Constitution of Independent India. It came to be known as the Constituent Assembly. Constituent Assembly.
Background to the making of Constitution. The process of the making of Indian Constitution started in 1946. The process of making of the Indian Constitution started in 1946. The leaders of the freedom movement insisted that independent India will be governed not by laws made by the British, by the laws made by Indians themselves. A committee was established to prepare the Constitution of independent India. It come to known as the Constituent Assembly. Then Constituent Assembly. What is meant by Constituent Assembly?
India became independent on August 15, 1947. Before that, the British ruled over India. They had divided India into provinces like Bombay, Bengal and Madras for the convenience of administration. The administration in these provinces was carried out by people's representatives. Similarly, the local princes were carrying out the administration in some areas. Such areas were known as princely states, and their chiefs were known as princes. The representatives of the provinces and the princely states were included in the Constituent Assembly. There were a total
Constituent Assembly. India became independent on August 15, 1947. Before that means before 15 August 1947, the British ruled over India. Before the independence of India, British ruled over India. They have divided India into provinces like Bombay, Bengal and Madras for the convenience of administration. They divided this part, Bombay, Bengal, Madras, for convenience of administration, for their sake. The administration in this province was carried out by people's representatives. Similarly, the local princes were carrying out of administration in some areas. Local princes were carrying out administration in some areas. Such areas were known as princely states and their chiefs were known as princes. Here, such areas were known as princely states and their chiefs were known as princes. The representative of the provinces and the princely states were included in the Constituent Assembly. The representative of the provinces and the princely states were included in the Constituent Assembly. There were a total of 299 members. There were a total of 299 members in the Constituent Assembly. Dr. Rajendra Prasad was the president of Constituent Assembly.
Total of 299 members in the Constituent Assembly. Dr. Rajendra Prasad was the president of the Constituent Assembly. Some of the well-known members of the Constituent Assembly were Dr. Rajendra Prasad, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, Maulana Abul Kalam Azad, Sarojini Naidu, J.B. Kriplani, Rajkumari Amrit Kaur, Durgabai Deshmukh, Hansaben Mehta and others. The noted legal expert B.N. Rao was appointed as the constitutional advisor on legal matters. The contribution of Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar. Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar was the chairman of the drafting committee. He had studied in depth the constitutions of different countries of the world. He studied and contemplated day and night to draft our constitution. The draft constitution prepared by him was presented to the Constituent Assembly. It was discussed article by article. Many amendments were suggested by different members. Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar handled the task of presenting the draft, answering the various questions raised on it, making changes in the draft as per the suggestions of the Constituent Assembly, and making every provision of the Constitution flawless. Due to his contribution towards the making of the Constitution, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar is called the architect of the Indian Constitution.
Some of the well-known members of the Constituent Assembly were Dr. Rajendra Prasad, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, Maulana Abul Kalam Azad, Sarojini Naidu, J.B. Kriplani, Rajkumari Amrut Kaur, Durga Bai Deshmukh, Hansaben Mehta and others. The noted legal expert B.N. Rao was appointed as the Constitution Advisor on legal matter.
Decisions in the Constituent Assembly were made on the basis of debate and discussion. A respect for opposing viewpoints and acceptance of appropriate suggestions was a characteristic of the working of the Constituent Assembly. It took 2 years, 11 months and 17 days to complete the writing of the Constitution. There were 22 parts, 395 articles and 8 schedules.
We are proud of it. Decisions in the Constituent Assembly were made on the basis of debate and discussion. Decisions in the Constituent Assembly were made on the basis of debate and discussion. A respect for opposing viewpoints and acceptance of the appropriate suggestion was a characteristic of working of the Constituent Assembly.
Schedules in the original Constitution. The Constituent Assembly enacted the Constitution and adopted it on 26th November 1949. Therefore, 26th November is observed as Constitution Day.
The Constituent Assembly enacted the Constitution and adopted it on 26 November 1949. Therefore, 26 November is observed as Constitution Day. Which is a Constitution Day? 26 November is a Constitution Day.
The country began to be governed according to the provisions of the Constitution from 26 January 1950. The Indian Republic came into existence from this day. Therefore, 26 January is celebrated as Republic Day.
Here complete our first lesson of civics, introduction to our constitution. In this lesson we complete some points. Let's revise a few things. Meaning of constitution, provision in the constitutions, necessity of constitution, what is the administration, Constituent Assembly and contribution. Now in the next period we complete the exercise.